Let us wait until I start recording, then we can start our class. Okay, start recording now. I'm just going to share with you my screen so we can, okay. We are here in Unit 3, Unit 3.6. Okay.
Well, good morning, teacher.
Hello, good morning. Okay, so today we're going to talk about developing children's emergent mathematical skills. So this is all about the mathematical skills for the children. So how many questions I sent you here? I sent you quite a few questions.
And
these questions, sorry, say again?
10 questions, total 3.6.
Yeah, 3.6. So this sheet doesn't include the reflective. What I'm going to do, I'm going to collect all the reflectives together at the end, and we will do one class for just reflectives. I explain it to you, and then you can start doing your reflectives, yeah? Because reflective is just all about your own experience. It's nothing to do with a book. For the moment, we're just going to focus on the theoretical side of your course. So, Unit 3.6, Developing Children's Emergent Mathematical Skills. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes.
So first the question, it says, describe how mathematics is evident in children's everyday life. So first of all, I just want to tell you that cash organization, a bit more strict awarding body. So what we need to do, we need to focus on any word that says describe. We need to put more. We need to describe it. We need to say why we're using this and how, and we need to talk about it more. If it is describe, analyze, we need or explain these words. Whenever you see them, please explain more. Don't put bullet points. They told me off because some of you put bullet points. So for whatever you've done is fine. We're going to start from today. We don't want to put bullet points whenever we see any describe, analyze, or explain. We always try to put just explanation and why we use this and how, and yeah, we wouldn't use bullet points. So first the question says, describe how mathematics is evident in children's everyday lives. So how we use mathematics in everyday's enlarge it. So this I'm just reading from the book now. If you go a little bit further, it says here, area of mathematics in everyday's life. So first of all, we use it as number. So numbers are all around us in the environment. Yes. So this is how you believe that mathematics is around the children's everywhere, because numbers are around us in the environment, in the road sign, in the shops, prices, in the windows. When you go to the bus has got numbers. The phone, when they use mobile phone, there are numbers. There are more numbers maybe on the leaflets in the nursery. So the street number, the calendar, so they have numbers everywhere. Second thing, there are patterns. So this is how you see that the mathematics is surrounding the children's everywhere. So there are patterns. What does it mean? Yeah. So there are patterns on the wallpapers, some geometric shapes, some numbers. On the keyboards, when you look at the keyboards, all letters and numbers, lots of numbers. And like if you see all these, they all have numbers, so there are patterns everywhere. Also, matching and sorting. This is all mathematics. What's matching and sorting? Do we know? So, for example, if you have a table, you put table, knives, spoons. You just put it as you sort it on the table. You put the matching things together. So this is happening everywhere, not only in the maths. Yeah. So shops, when you go to the shops, they organize, for example, t-shirts together from different sizes, all the colors together, so they have matching there as well, and they sort them out. This is all mathematics, according to maybe their color, their shape, their sizes. And also there are shapes and spaces. So the shapes, for example, all around us, there are so many shapes. The indoors, outdoors, you can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mandita.
Okay, we all here. Okay, so as you can see, where we were talking about shapes and spaces, as we said shapes are all around us everywhere. So there is, for example, even when the children play the jigsaw or puzzle, these are all different shapes. They have to put them together. This is all needs mathematics. There are some squares, some rectangle, triangles. These are all shapes you can study in the mathematics. Also problem solving. So the maths teaches problem solving, and in the real life you need to use these skills as well. So we often have lots of things to sort out. For example, if they put here some examples for you in the book, if the bag is not enough, so you need another one to put to take the shopping home. You can't just buy one bag to take massive shopping. So what do? You buy another bag from the shop. So this is as well mathematics. Yes. Also, we have estimating. This is kind of mathematics. So we estimate different things.
Sorry.
We estimate the the length of the thing. We estimate the width. We estimate how much money do we need to take with us home to do shopping. So all this is estimations, and estimations are used in the maths. Also, we use every day the mathematical language. Can you think about a mathematical language? For example, a quantity. We have measures. Even if you like, you want to put, if you want to put certain furniture in the room, you need to measure it. So these measures are part of mathematics. Okay, so that's how we understand. Even the edges, the corners, there are, like, for example, you buy a new table and you think, oh, it's got a corner there, we need to have something to protect the children. So the corner is a mathematical language. We use mathematical language or maths in our life so much. That's why the children find the maths around them everywhere. Yeah. So to answer this question, you need just to write what all is here for you. So you have numbers around the children, you have patterns around the children. You need to explain it. As we said, if you have in the question describe or analyze or explain these the words, you always have to write a little bit more and no bullet points. To answer full, to give a full answer for cash examiner. So when you have describe, analyze, and explain. So for the first question, we're done with it. Do we all understand how mathematics is evident in children's everyday life?
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Now, analyze factors which affect children's learning of mathematical concept. So what factors could affect the children's learning? So let us go to. So this is the factors. We have so many factors that affect the children's learning for mathematical concepts. For example, first of all, we have prior knowledge and understanding. So the children have prior knowledge. Can you explain a little bit for me what's prior knowledge and understanding?
The ability of the children to understand.
Yes, very good. So they have prior knowledge. So that's, they learn quite a few things, and when they need to use it, they use this prior knowledge and understanding to solve, for example, mathematical thing. Yeah. So these children have learned, they are learning mathematical concepts. They will need to have some prior knowledge. So they bring these knowledge and experience to create ideas, to solve problems. Okay, so and these ideas are built on their previous experience. Yeah, sorry, what did you want to say?
Just a question, Lana. I said they reflect their previous experience.
Very good, yeah, exactly. They reflect on their experience, so they try to solve these issues, these problems, or they bring their understanding to the current situation and use it. For example, here we have an example from the book. So the children who is starting to learn about coins. So when they are young, maybe they don't know anything about money, but slowly they will start understanding. And to understand the money, the coins. If you put two together, what does it mean? If you put three of them, what does it mean? Then they start counting them. So they bring, and even their shapes, like you have round, you have the 50p different shape, you have all these shapes, they have it in their mind as well because of their previous experience. So they bring the previous experience and understanding. Second thing which affect their learning mathematical concept is the context. So the context, what does it mean? It's another key factor that the children use to learn, which is the context of the thing or of the idea of. So for them, it is difficult to understand the meaning of everything, but they slowly start learning. Okay, so for example, for us as adults, we need to teach them these concepts. We make them familiar with these concepts of the maths. For example, they wouldn't learn circle by themselves or triangle by themselves. So what do? We teach them these context, and also we teach them how it is related to their experience. For example, if they bring two Legos and they want to put them together and they can't, then you teach them, you say this shape is different from this shape, that's why they are not fitting together. Then this is how you relate to their experience, and then you start telling them that this is For example, triangle, this is rectangle, they don't fit together. That's why you have to bring the right shape to fit them together. Or the weight, for example, here, if you have money, you need to show them how to count it, how to pay for the shopping. So you teach them how to use numbers, and depends on the context of their situation. Make them more familiar with the mathematical terms. Third thing is resources available. So if the children have a variety of resources to support their learning, they will be able to learn more. So if they don't have resources, they wouldn't learn. Yes. So, for example, you bring some books. These books will show numbers, and then you will start teaching them about these numbers. They will learn. But if you don't have the resources, if you don't have the games to show them, if you don't have the books to show them, computer to enforce their learning, then they wouldn't learn. Yeah. So very important to have the resources. Also, we have access to practical experience. What does this mean? Can you please tell me what does it mean? What's the practical experience? It's the activities they do. So if they don't do any activities in the morning, they come to the nursery, okay? They play without having any, you don't give them numbers, book numbers, you don't give them toys to show them shapes and colors, and you don't give them anything or you don't teach them. They wouldn't have any practical experience. So the children, they need, for example, you give them shapes, all the Legos, and you ask them to sort them according to the shapes. If you don't give them that, they wouldn't have the practical experience. If you don't tell them numbers, if you don't teach them how to build things, to build their confidence, because if you teach them maths, that will enhance their confidence. You will ask them questions later on, and you will see some of them are amazing because they still remember. Then the class will clap for them. Then the rest will be encouraged to do more, to learn more. So all this is a practical experience for them. They will enable them to learn. Yeah. So we need to build their confidence. We need to teach them more mathematical things, numbers, shapes, weight, coins. So when they go to the school, they know how to use these ideas, these numbers, everything. Also, the level of language development would affect them. So if they are not developed, their language is very basic. They wouldn't learn how to, for example, you tell them these shapes, rectangle, triangle, they're all similar. They can't remember things because his language is very simple. Still, the development level is very basic. So they wouldn't learn a lot, while if their language development is really good and they learn a lot, they would pick up very fast. Okay, so they need the appropriate vocabulary, and they will gain these vocabularies by learning, by developing. So let us say today you teach them triangle. This is a new word they need to put in their mind. They know now the shape, they know the word. Tomorrow I may give them another word to give them new challenge. I will make them give them something they are unfamiliar with. Yeah, so all this will enhance their ability to learn. Also, not only learning and teaching method and resources are important for the child to learn, it's very important thing which is supportive adults. So if we tell them, like if I get things and start telling them this is size, this is weight, this is height, but I'm not supporting them, I'm not encouraging them, I'm not saying well done, that's amazing, they wouldn't learn. Yes, so it's a very important thing that you become a supportive adult for the child to learn mathematical concept. Why? Because mathematical concepts are a bit challenging. They are difficult for them to remember. So we need to, when we teach them, we need to engage, get them engaged, encouraged, supported. So all this will give them the vital space to learn. It will encourage them. It will boost their level of self-confidence. So all this will encourage them to learn more. Okay, so it all depends on what's happening on the daily basis, day to day, how much we support them, how much we help them, how much we encourage them. That will all help the child to develop. Also, we have the breadth of experience, which means how wide their experience is, how big their experience. So if the child have a very supportive environment, every day we teach him new things, they will be thriving. They will be doing very well. Why? When they go to the school. Why? Because they have a broad range of experiences. We've been teaching them everything: shapes, colors, numbers. This is all will be very good for them. We teach them how to use money, how to make the difference between a pound and maybe 5 pounds, and how they count, and all this will help them to thrive, to learn more, how to sort things, put the pounds together, for example, put the 50p together, the 20p together. All this will help them a lot to use money in the future. Also, another factor which helps them to